The men's major golf championships, commonly known as the major championships, and often referred to simply as the majors, are the four most prestigious annual tournaments in professional golf, in order of play date as of 2019. They are, alongside the biennial Ryder Cup team competition, the majors are golf's most important events. Elite players from all over the world participate in them, and the reputations of the greatest players in golf history are largely based on the number and variety of major championship victories they accumulate. The top prizes are not actually the largest in golf, being surpassed by the Players' Championship, 3 of the 4 World Golf Championships events, and some other invitational events. However, winning a major boosts a player's career far more than winning any other tournament. If he is already a leading player, he will probably receive large bonuses from his sponsors and may be able to negotiate better contracts. If he is an unknown, he will immediately be signed up. Perhaps more importantly, he will receive an exemption from the need to annually re-qualify for a tour card on his home tour, thus giving a tournament golfer some security in an unstable profession. Currently, both the PGA Tour and European Tour give a 5-year exemption to all major winners. Independent organizations, and not the PGA Tour, operate each of the majors. The Players' Championship is the tour's most important event. 3 of the 4 majors take place in the United States. The Masters is played at the same course, Augusta National Golf Club, every year, while the other 3 rotate courses. Each of the majors has a distinct history, and they are run by 4 separate golf organizations, but their special status is recognized worldwide. Major championship winners receive the maximum possible allocation of 100 points from the official World Golf Ranking, which is endorsed by all of the main tours, and major championship prize money is official on the 3 richest regular golf tours: the PGA Tour, European Tour and Japan Golf Tour. The Players historically has offered a prize pool as large as or larger than the majors, because the PGA Tour wants its most important event to be as attractive. Although the majors are considered prestigious due to their history and traditions, besides the Players there are still other non-major tournaments which prominently feature top players competing for purses meeting or exceeding those of the 4 traditional majors, such as the European Tour's DP World Tour Championship, Dubai, and World Golf Championships. With its large prize fund of any golf event and role as PGA Tour's flagship tournament, the Players is frequently considered to be an unofficial 5th major by players and critics. After the announcement that the Evian Masters would be recognized as the 5th women's major by the LPGA Tour, players objected to the concept of having a 5th men's major, owing to the long-standing traditions that the existing 4 have established. The majors originally consisted of 2 British tournaments, the Open Championship and the Amateur Championship, and 2 American tournaments, the US Open and the US Amateur. With the introduction of the Masters tournament in 1934, and the rise of professional golf in the late 1940s and 1950s, the term major championships eventually came to describe the Masters, the US Open, the Open Championship, and the PGA Championship. It is difficult to determine when the definition changed to include the current 4 tournaments, although many trace it to Arnold Palmer's 1960 season. After winning the Masters and the US Open to start the season, he remarked that if he could win the Open Championship and PGA Championship to finish the season, he would complete a Grand Slam of his own, to rival Bobby Jones's 1930 feat. Until that time, many US players such as Byron Nelson also considered the Western Open and the North and South Open as 2 of golf's majors, and the British PGA Matchplay Championship was as important to British and Commonwealth professionals as the PGA Championship was to Americans. During the 1950s, the short-lived World Championship of Golf was viewed as a major by its competitors, as its first prize was worth almost 10 times any other event in the game, and it was the first event whose finale was televised live on US television. The oldest of the majors is the Open Championship, commonly referred to as the British Open, outside the United Kingdom. dominated by American champions in the 1920s and 1930s. The comparative explosion in the riches available on the US tour from the 1940s onwards meant that the lengthy overseas trip needed to qualify and compete in the event became increasingly prohibitive for the leading American professionals. Their regular participation dwindled after the war years. Ben Hogan entered just once in 1953 and won, but never returned. Sam Snead won in 1946 but lost money on Th.